Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel, coming to you as usual by the name Street Genius. Street Genius has always been here as a platform to teach us, to teach the society. I've always been with you. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate your positive criticism that you always bring forth. I can't take this for granted, guys. So we are back here again with my friend, Investor, to introduce to us a very critical topic that has always been ignored in the society. And yet, it's very critical to understand this topic, habit. So I want to introduce my friend so that we can talk about this topic, habit. Then we continue. But let him introduce himself first before I continue. Yes, bro.
Hello, guys. This is George, or you can call me Investor. I'm into gas supply here in Komarok. Whenever you want a gas, you can call me for a gas supply. Welcome back to Street Genius channel. We are here to educate the youth on how to handle their life as they go by in their daily activities.
Yes, very good, guys. This is my friend. He's called Investor. He's always been with me here. I think you've seen him. This is now the third time. So we're just talking about these simple topics, simple issues that are affecting us as youths, mostly in the society. Yeah, so Investor, I want us to talk about, just for a few minutes, about habit.
Yes.
So my train of thought as talking about habit, what you understand, maybe each and every person knows a habit is a practice that is repeated. It's like a routine, and then it becomes a part of you.
Yes.
A habit is a cable that we weave as a people until it becomes unbreakable.
Yes.
Guys, cable in layman's language ni kamba. Ukishona kamba inafika wakati huwezi ukaikata. So for me, that is what I mean by a habit. So you realize that an investor, some of us have always developed habits that has always made us achieve our goals.
Very true.
And our objectives.
Very true.
Yes, depending on the habits that we have or we foster in our livelihood.
Yes.
But again, these same habits have always affected most of us.
Yes.
You realize that talking about the youths of today.
Yes.
As for instance, the Gen Z, the YouTube generation.
Yes.
A lot of kids, a lot of us youths are into internet, for instance. Just an example mentioned.
Yes.
So you realize that internet has been a grace for us, and in the same token, it has also been a devil for us.
Very true.
So I want us just to mention these habits and how to superimpose good habits to the bad habits so that we are able to achieve the goals that we have in this life.
Yes.
You realize that most of us have always transformed our habits only after an occurrence. When, for instance, guys, someone is alcoholic, until he's diagnosed with liver cirrhosis, that is when he leaves alcohol.
True.
But now I want us to discuss the habits that we can just use to superimpose this habit of alcoholism before it reaches that point that you have to transform yourself. You have to be laid off from a job so that you realize you've been conducting your subjects badly. You've been treating them badly. Why will you be laid off? And yet, it's an habit you could have changed earlier.
Very true.
So what do you understand about this habit, and how do we maybe develop good and new habits?
So from what you have said, Rashid,
yes,
that habit is a routine that you practice daily. These habits are normally generated due to maybe cues. We have got the cravings, what you crave about. Like example, if you crave about smoking, you see someone smoking, the way he handles the cigarette, it triggers you to smoke. So in general, we have got something called the habit loop. Habit loop. Guys, habit loop are 4.
So a pen and a paper, guys, is now educating us about the habit loop. Yes, a pen and a paper, guys, let's put this into black and white.
So habit loop entails 4 items.
Yes.
The first one is called the cues.
So you're talking about the habit
loop. Habit loop. A loop is just steps.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
So habit loop is composed of 4 steps.
Yes.
The first one is about the cues.
The cues.
So guys, cues are what triggers you. Get it? Like example, maybe you see someone drinking alcohol. Get it? The way he's seated in a bar.
Yes.
So you admire that sitting. Get it? So that can trigger you to maybe take 1 bottle.
The way someone is seated just in a bar.
Exactly, the interactions in the bar.
So that can propel you towards also trying to
take 1 bottle.
Yes.
But as you take 1,
yes,
as you proceed with this habit, the next day it becomes 2.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
The next week it becomes 3.
Yes.
So
Yes.
slowly by slowly that habit become part of you.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
Because from what has triggered you,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
the way people are interacting, the bar there.
Yes. Yes.
Maybe if you take one, your mind switch off. Or
So
maybe
you're just giving an example
Yes.
with alcohol.
Exactly.
The guy is taking alcohol. So
not
this-
only alcohol.
many other habits.
Exactly.
Yes.
And either
Whether positive or negative.
negative.
Yeah. So, but you're just giving us a loop, a
Yes.
formula
Yes.
to develop whether a good habit or
Yes.
a bad one.
Very true.
But now we are concentrating on superimposing the bad habits
Yes.
to the good habits,
good
so
habits.
that we achieve our targets, guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you find that
Yeah.
there are some good habits and bad habits,
Yes. Yes.
but
yes.
they all have a trigger.
Yes. Yes.
If
Yes.
you talk about the good habit, like example,
Yes.
maybe go to the gym.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So we see how someone is strong, maybe it's masculine.
It's masculine. Yes.
When he wears maybe shirts or maybe t-shirts,
Yes.
you admire that.
That is a cue.
That's a cue
That is what you are talking
It
about.
triggers you.
It triggers you to want to do it.
to do it.
To achieve the same objective.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that is the first.
So number one, the habit loop. Number
habit
one,
loop
we
is-
have
is
the
cue.
cues.
Cues
Yeah.
are the trigger.
Yes,
What
and
triggers
then-
you?
And then
The
number
next
two,
we have got the cravings.
the cravings.
Yeah.
So cravings, I think this is understandable, but you can break it down. Yeah.
Craving is just a need to do the what cues has triggered you to do.
Yes.
It's a need.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Mhm.
Like example, if you talk about the good habit,
Mm-hmm.
like example, maybe playing football.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes.
You see maybe how Messi there, icon in football, how he plays football.
Yes.
Get it?
Yes,
So that
yes.
is a need. You want to be like Messi.
It's a craving. It's
It's a
pulling
craving.
you towards wanting to be like him.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So that is the second habit loop.
habit loop. Yes.
Yes.
Habit loop is just like a formula, guys.
Just like
yes?
a formula.
Yes. And then
Yeah.
the third one,
The third one is about the response.
the response.
The
This is
response.
the third one.
Yes.
So what about response?
So response, like example now, you take the action to do what the need want you to do.
Yes.
You now step to the gym,
Yes.
you step to the playing ground and start playing.
Yes.
You must practice now what the cues
Mhm.
wanted, what you
The
wanted,
cues and the craving.
and the cravings.
They will propel you to respond.
Exactly.
Yes. It's
Because-
like we are saying a stimuli.
Exactly.
It makes you respond.
Perfectly said.
Yes. Yes.
So it stimulates you
to want to train.
to want to train.
Okay.
Get
so
it?
Yeah.
Then the last one is now the response.
The last.
So the reward. The reward.
The reward.
The reward is
After
the last one.
Uh-huh.
So the reward
Yes.
is
Yes.
and the benefits that you get
Mhm.
now taking action.
Yes.
The benefits.
Yes.
So maybe you wanted to be a footballer.
Yeah.
So when you go to practice every day,
Mhm.
you practice that football.
Mm.
At the end now,
Mm.
you get the reward.
Mm.
The reward is now what satisfies you.
Mm-hmm.
Get it?
Mhm.
You are now can now play football well.
Mm-hmm.
Then if you're about a gym,
Mm.
you now build your physique well.
Mhm.
Get it?
Mhm.
Now you the goal that you wanted
Mm.
as you compare to the other person
Mm.
now has been met.
Yes.
Yeah, that is now the reward that you get from
So it's a very simple formula,
Yes.
starting from the cues,
Yes.
then we come to the cravings,
Yes.
then you
the
respond,
response
and then you move to the reward.
Yes.
So I have a feeling
Yes.
there is some level of interest that is needed in order to complete this loop.
Yes.
Somebody might be having the cues,
Yes.
then he has the craving.
Yes.
He doesn't want to respond. He doesn't
Yes.
want to go to the gym to train.
Yes.
He doesn't want to, to go to the gym to train, and so he won't get
The
the rewards.
Yes.
And so that habit cannot easily be built.
Yes.
So what do you say about that?
Guys.
Somebody has the craving,
Mm.
but he cannot proceed to respond and do this. What
Guys,
will push
these
him?
habits,
Yes.
you must have the three letters.
Yes,
The
yes,
first letter is called D.
yes, yes.
Discipline. You must be disciplined.
You must be
You
disciplined.
must be disciplined.
Yes,
Get it?
yes.
Number two, you must have order.
You must have order.
Yes. Then
Yes.
lastly, there is competence.
Yes.
So that is DOC, D-O-C. That one will...
For you to form a habit
Yes.
that you want to achieve a certain goal,
Yes.
you want to superimpose this habit towards the bad habit that we have. Maybe you've been concentrating in internet a lot of time.
Yes.
Maybe when you get from the job,
Yes.
you can't do your reports.
Yeah.
Going to the job, you can't do the reports so that you wake up in the morning, you have your reports, you're going back to the office.
Very true.
Now you've just been concentrating in the TikTok, you've
Yes.
just been in the Facebook.
Yes.
So you realize when you wake up,
Yes.
you have a lot of tasks that are undone.
That is true.
So you are telling us that for you to develop this, you must have the three
Discipline.
Ds.
You must, the three-letter
The
word.
yes.
That is DOC.
Or must have the discipline.
But this one I got it from this guy called Amerix.
Amerix is a very
I
wonderful
want to
guy. Yeah?
acknowledge this
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
called Amerix.
Yes, yes, yes.
He's the one who taught me
Mm.
the discipline,
Yes.
the order, and the competence.
Discipline is well understood. Order.
Yes. Order.
Yes.
You must put.
Let's give a scenario of someone who is into internet a lot.
Yes.
Yes.
So what you do, like example, if you find that you are into internet a lot,
Yes.
the first thing
Yes.
to eradicate that,
Yes.
you ensure that the moment you get in the house,
Yes.
maybe you can switch off your phone.
You switch off your phone.
Yeah,
Guys will be calling. Your boss might call maybe.
that is true. But you can have an alternative.
Yes, yes.
Example, maybe this the small, this small phone, the one that you can use for calling.
Tunazita katululu.
Yeah, katululu.
Mulika mwizi.
Mulika mwizi.
Yes, yes.
So the other one that you are prone to, or even if it is
the
TikTok,
smartphone. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Or even if it is about TikTok, Facebook, you can.
And I'm not just saying, guys, please excuse me. I'm not saying that TikTok ni mbaya, Facebook ni mbaya. I know it's a form of information.
That is true.
Maybe somebody's career is related to doing that. But we're just saying the extent at which you are doing it, inhibiting you from doing the task that you're supposed to do.
That is true.
Sindio?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
maybe you switch off the phone, then you come to your katululu, for instance.
Or we can uninstall the apps that you don't need.
Yes,
Like
yes.
example, TikTok.
Yes.
I'm not saying TikTok is bad.
Yes.
But if it is time wasting for you,
Yes.
it wastes your time.
Yes.
Why can't you uninstall it?
It's not time wasting for you, investor.
Yes.
Get me clearly. TikTok is good, maybe,
Yes. Yeah.
for entertainment. I agree. We need entertainment
Yes.
after job and you're into the house.
Yes.
You've just showered now. You need some entertainment.
Yes.
It becomes bad when you do it to a higher extent. Maybe after 2 hours you're still into TikTok.
Yes.
Yes. So we are just trying to regulate. How can you do this maybe for 10 minutes, then just leave it?
Or maybe what you can do,
Yes.
you can have a routine.
Yes.
You can even have a diary or even a journal.
Yes.
So you know that this time when I get home, this specific time,
Mm.
I'm supposed to do the reports that I was given at work. Get it? Again, this time I spent the time for TikTok.
Yes,
So you
yes, yes.
allocate your time
Yes, yes.
accordingly.
Yes, yes.
And you ensure that you maintain that order.
Mhm.
And that come from discipline. You
That is
must be able
discipline.
to discipline
Then
yourself.
order.
Order
Mm.
is now when you ensure that you follow what you have written.
Okay,
You must
order.
follow.
So you have the discipline.
Yes,
Then now we come to the order.
the order.
The order of the duties that you're supposed
Exactly.
to
You must do the
do.
way
That are
you
meaningful.
allocated. Yes.
That are meaningful.
That is true.
You have that order.
Yes.
If it's into writing, if you have it somewhere in a diary, somewhere
Yes.
in your phone, you follow that order
That is true.
so that you have a structured life.
Exactly.
Then after order, you come to the third letter,
There
which
is
is
competence now.
you become competent.
Competent.
What about it now?
Competent is ensure that you accomplish the task
Mm.
that you allocated yourself.
Mm.
Don't leave it halfway. You must complete the task that you allocated yourself.
Mm.
It's about going to the gym, maybe 45 minutes, go 45 minutes.
Mm.
That time you've allocated
Mm.
is the one that you use in the gym. Not less, not more.
If it's going to the gym, like for instance, myself, I go for 1 hour.
Yes.
It becomes
Stick
a
to
part
that.
of you. It's
Stick to
second
that.
nature.
Yeah.
After 1 hour, you're out.
And you're out.
You're-
Don't take extra time or less time than the one you allocated yourself.
Mm.
You understand? Yeah, that is about competence now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And you ensure that
yes.
you have a record or maybe a journal where you see your improvement day and day. Like example, if it's about maybe gym, you ensure that this month I was weighing this specific.
So if you're talking about gym,
yes,
maybe at the beginning you have
Yes.
50 kilograms.
Yes.
Sindio?
yeah,
Then now after some times, you do some monitoring.
you monitor your progress.
Are you progressing?
Exactly.
Or maybe if you are 120
Yes,
and now you want to break this weight
Yes.
because of a lot of fats and everything.
very true.
From 120, have you moved to 100? Will you still proceeding to 130?
True. Exactly.
So you do some monitoring to ensure that this habit loop
Yes,
accompanied by this other formula that you've said, the 3-letter word, which is DOC,
Yes.
discipline,
order
order, and
And
competence, are well catered for.
are well catered.
They are only well catered for when you see some progress in your life,
Very true.
isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's the internet, for
Yes.
instance, after a month or so, have you now avoided it? Or even if you are doing it,
Yes,
is it now in some limitation?
True.
Do you have some order?
very true.
Yes, because yes, internet is good. It's a
Yes.
form of entertainment.
Yes,
Maybe someone wants to go to the to visit the YouTube, maybe to watch some content creator who is an inspiration to him.
yeah,
Still, so it's not that it's bad, but the extent to which we are doing it until you can go to the office with some tasks undone.
and Rashid,
Yes.
to echo on that, you find that a habit normally it becomes part of you after 21 days.
So a habit becomes a part of you after 21
Exactly.
days. So when you're working on a habit
below 21 days,
yes.
it cannot be part of you. So you must ensure that you keep on until
who came with this train of thought that a habit is 21 days?
This one I got it
that
from
when you lose something for 21 days, it becomes a part of you. Have you tried it?
I tried it, but I got it from this guy called James Clear.
James Clear.
He wrote a book called Atomic Habits.
What have you done that has worked for you? I want you to tell this the audience.
Like example,
Yes.
when I was starting life,
yes,
spreading bed was very, very difficult.
for you,
Yeah.
just spreading the bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That is, you might think it is very something simple.
Yes.
But most of these guys, it is very hard for them. So spreading bed, I ensure that I was consistent for the 21 days. I ensure that the moment I wake up,
You
I
spread the bed. And you did this for at least 21 days.
It has become part of me up to now.
When you don't spread the bed, you feel there's something missing.
Exactly. You cannot even leave the house.
You must come back and do
You must
that.
come back and check that.
So it's like the norm of waking up, brushing your teeth,
Yes.
having some shower.
Yes.
So you're also trying to bring this behavior into spreading your bed,
True.
brushing your shoes, such things.
Another one was
yes.
about I had difficulty in washing the utensils. So what I did, immediately I finished eating.
Yes.
When I go to the kitchen,
yes,
I wash the dishes before coming back to the sitting room.
Yes.
So that I did it for 21 days. Today it has become part of me.
I think on the basis of that train of thought that you have,
Yes.
I think it's more of scientific.
Yes.
When you develop a habit, it's
Yes.
like learning to swim or learning to to ride a bicycle.
Yes.
It becomes a part of your subconscious mind.
Very true.
That when you teach us a time, no, I'm missing something. My bed is not well spread.
Yes.
My shoes, and then this other one that you are saying,
The one for washing the utensils.
washing the utensils.
Very difficult.
So it's somewhere encoded in your subconscious mind.
That is true.
It's second nature.
Second nature.
You feel you're complete after doing this first.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Guys,
So I think it's more of
try this one.
Yes.
If maybe you have a difficulty in doing a certain task, maybe you procrastinate. Try it for the 21 days. Just be consistent. Just persevere for 21 days.
But there's a disclaimer in that, George,
Yes.
investor.
Yes.
I've also read some book that maybe you'll also check into it, guys. This book is called The Power of Focus.
Yes. What does
The
it
Power
say?
of Focus has been written by 3 people.
Yes.
They have some insight. Mark Victors and the rest.
Yes.
Yeah. So it says that the 21 days works.
Yes.
But not for everyone.
Uh-huh.
If you indulge into a certain habit, maybe
Yes.
those guys who are addicted to alcohol,
Yes. Yes.
you've been doing this for a lifetime.
Yes.
Shauna,
Yes.
for 30 years.
Uh-huh.
Mark Victor gives an insight in the book Power of Focus.
Yes.
It will be very hard to work for the 21 days.
I
So you
agree.
have to accept the challenge
Yes.
of even superseding 21 days
Uh-huh.
for that behavior to superimpose these other behavior.
That I agree with you. You find that
Yes.
that is a just exception.
Yes.
But this normal routine for 21 days is just enough. But if this thing has been into you for quite long period of time, so you have to exceed the 21 days that you have said.
Yeah, because if it's a lifetime,
It's inbuilt.
it's inbuilt in you. 21 days might not work for some of us guys.
Some of us.
Yes,
That
yes,
is
yes.
true. So, guys,
Yeah.
if this is maybe a habit that you took a lot of time to acquire it, then it means that 21 days will not work for you.
So you have to supersede that time.
Exactly.
period. So
But
that
be patient,
Be patient.
persevere, be
So
consistent.
patience, perseverance is a key.
Consistency
And competency also.
and competency also.
Yes, yes, yes.
It will work, guys.
Yeah, but I understand the theory of the 21 days. When you keep on doing something, you keep on doing something for 21 days without missing.
Yes,
Somehow it becomes a part of you.
very true.
Yeah, because you keep on recalling, I've been brushing my issues at this time. I've been brushing my... It is what we call the subconscious.
So,
mind.
Rashid, this 21 days, does it work for you? I know maybe any habit that you develop, maybe positive or negative.
Gymming. It has worked for me for gymming.
Okay.
You remember when you inspired me to do gymming the other times?
I remember.
That is 2021.
2021.
When you were beginning and you are into gymming 6 months.
That is true.
Then I tried. I remember you really pushed me.
Yes.
You are telling me, your legs, your back,
Yes.
So I did it for 21 days until now. When I was coming to this place of yours,
Yes.
I'm from the gym.
Congratulations.
Yes,
That's
yes,
good, guys.
So it has really.
So
worked
these
for me.
habits, don't give up. The only thing you can do to yourself is giving up. Any person should not give up. Get it? When you give up, it means you have lost hope. So just ensure that you continue. Don't do intense. Just do a small bit. It is called consistency supersedes intensity.
Yes, yes, yes.
Consistency supersede intensity. So just small bits, and you'll overcome it.
Yeah. So guys, that was our time. I think just giving a parting shot for this.
Yes.
I'll say I had another train of thought.
Yes.
You've given us the loop, the habit loop,
yes,
and also giving us something that complements it, the
yes,
3-letter word, which is
yes,
DOC, discipline, order, and competency.
Yes.
But I also think when you are into some habit that you want to avoid, guys,
yes,
I think you'll also be getting it for the first time. First of all, what is this habit that you want to do away with?
Yes.
So you identify the habit, the bad habit for you.
Yes.
You see, bad habit is relative.
Yes.
There is someone who may be having alcohol for him. It's not a bad habit, so it's relative.
True.
If it's affecting you, then now you know it's a bad habit. But someone will just have a glass of wine and maybe it's fine with him. So for me, I think for you to avoid the habit, to do away with the habit, superimpose it with a good habit. Identify the habit, number one. That is my train of thought. Identify the habit, the bad habit. Then number two, this is now my formula. Somehow related to the habit loop.
Yes.
Identify the bad habit, number one. Number two, which good habit are you superimposing the bad habit with? Identify that habit.
Yes.
Shawn.
Yes.
Like for instance, if you are into internet a lot of it,
yes,
identify that is the bad habit. Number two, what are you superimposing the bad habit of being into internet, for instance, maybe reading a book, or maybe checking into some kind of a journal or something. Then number three, develop a 3-step action plan. Yes. Maybe the 3-step action plan is going to the gym, maybe reading, maybe doing some push-ups and that, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so it's somehow also, developing a checklist to superimpose the bad habit.
So guys, let me just give some example that some of the bad habits that at least are ruining the people's the young generation's life. Number one, gambling. Rashid, gambling has really messed up the youths. You find these youths, most of them, maybe they're in school, they spend their fees and they use it in gambling.
Gambling is really, by the way, guys, gambling is really an issue into the youths, maybe.
Yeah, very.
The youths maybe in the stages of between 1999 mostly to this day and age.
Yes.
2010, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Not even the youths only, even the older people.
Even the older people.
You have sitting on a bus, you're seeing someone old gambling.
But I support it to some extent. Why? They don't have jobs.
Yes.
They're from school, they don't have jobs.
And
they don't know where they're heading.
Where do they get this money to bet?
They ask it from their parents, maybe.
Why can they take this money and maybe use it for investment? It can pay. Why use it for betting? Knowingly, you can either lose it or you can get it. But normally probability of you getting maybe a bet is not possible.
Yes.
It's rarely possible.
Also, you're giving it as a classical scenario. Which is gambling.
Gambling
is a really ruined a lot of us.
Yeah, gambling. We have masturbation. We have pornography. We have got promiscuity, chasing women. You find that the money you get, they use it to chase you. That's a very bad habit.
Okay.
Get it?
Yes.
We have got I've said gambling,
masturbation.
The TikTok reels.
Yes.
TikTok's not a bad thing, but some people spend the whole day just on TikToks. So this is something that can drain your energy. Get it? You find that the media, it can use these things to distract your mind, to remove you from your focus. Get it?
Yeah. So guys, that was our time. So it's high time, guys, that we follow the habit loop. We follow the 3-step action plan to superimpose bad habits with good habits. Yeah, so that we can really achieve our goals. We can really achieve the targets that we have for this life. Because you realize that it's the habit that becomes your behavior and it becomes you.
True.
It becomes your personality.
Yes.
So it's high time that we develop this formula and we follow the 21 rule that you got from?
I got it from Atomic Habit by James Clear.
Yes, the 21 rule has also worked.
You can visit one of these bookshops.
Yes.
It's a very good book.
Yes.
Atomic Habits by James Clear.
Yes.
It is a book that can assist you build new habits and break the bad ones.
Yes, and superimpose the bad ones, of
exactly.
course. Yeah. So that was our time, guys, about habit and how to develop new habits from the bad habits, maybe, so that we achieve our targets, we achieve our goal. It stems from you, from the habits that you have, that becomes your behavior. So let's develop this from the teachings that we have heard from Investor and also from myself, so that we achieve our goals. That was our time. Support Street Genius. Street Genius is here and will be here. I thank you until we meet again. Thank you. Okay, guys.
Thank you so much for the invite.